A very warm and hearty welcome to each and everyone watching this session. So once again, we are back from the team BioPoint Stream the World of Bio with yet another session on cell cycle and cell division NCRT marking lecture number 2. Yes, so let's move on without wasting much time. Moving on with this session. The topic of the day is meiosis. Yes. So before moving on to that, reminding you, do join the Telegram group, and the direct link to join the Telegram group is given there in the description box, and that is t.me/neat_biopoint. Yes. And this is our new platform of Biopoint for where we are uploading the session PDFs, materials, modules, and or each and every content that are needed for your entrance preparations, that is as well as NEET as well as JEE preparations. We are uploading chapter wise notes, MCQs, previous year papers, materials, all those things in this group called NEET Notes 2023. Yes, the direct link to join is that too. For to join that too is given there in the description box. Yes. So if anyone new is watching this session without having joined this group, do join that also. Yes. And once again, reminding you, do hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe BioPoint Stream the World of Bio for further video lectures. Yes. So this is the very first topic, meiosis. So what else to say about meiosis? The production of offspring by sexual reproduction is referred to as meiosis, that is including the fusion of gametes, right? Fusion of gametes, each from a complete haploid set of chromosomes. Complete haploid set of chromosomes. Gametes are formed from specialized diploid cells. Specialized diploid cells. Yes, all of you know that how these gametes are formed, what are the processes involved, the reproductive organs promote, that is the reproductive, that is a to cell with two employee, divides into, after undergoing further reduction division, divides to form haploid cells called the gametes or reproductive cells, right? Is that clear? Yes, that's how the process of meiosis occurs. This specialized kind of cell division that reduces the chromosomal number by half, result in the production of haploid daughter cells. So what happens there? It reduces the chromosomal number by half. So what is the usual chromosomal number in a normal case, or what is the usual chromosomal number in case of a human cell? It is 46 chromosomes. 46 chromosomes are there. It will be split up into straight half, that is 23. Right? Straight 23 half will be present. That is the chromosomal number gets reduced. Reduces half the chromosome number, resulting in the production of haploid gametes or haploid daughter cells. This the kind of division is called as meiosis or meiosis. Yes, you can pronounce it in any way such as meiosis or meiosis. And what is their function? It is a kind of division that ensures the production of haploid phase in the life cycle of sexually reproducing organisms. Haploid phase in the life cycle of sexually reproducing organisms, so that what happens after the process of fertilization, the normal ploidy of diploid phases just restored. Diploid phase is just restored after that. Is that clear? So hope that too is fine. We come across meiosis during gametogenesis in plants and animals. This leads to the formation of haploid gametes. Formation of haploid gametes is with the help of a process called as what? Meiosis. So hope that too is fine. So if it's fine till now, give me hearts on the screen right now. Yes, I have seen most of you were not there watching the session of lecture 1 for this case of cell cycle and cell division, but this is an important topic of meiosis. Most of you were confused on that on the case of meiosis 1 prophase, right? So do focus on the class and give me hearts on the screen if anyone is watching this session. Yes. Yes. So that's all. Hope that's clear till now. Moving on. The key features of meiosis are as follows. There are some of the essential steps involved in case of meiosis. Yes, it is a sequential division or sequential event of two cycles, such as a nuclear and a cell division called as meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. But only a single cycle of DNA replication occurs. A single cycle of DNA replication, only once DNA replication occurs in case of meiosis, even though there are two cycles. Am I right? Meiosis 1 is initiated after the parental chromosomes have replicated to produce identical sister chromatids at the S phase. Yes, parental chromosome might be replicating, yes, to produce identical sister chromatids, and in this phase at the S phase, identical sister chromatids at the S phase. Meiosis involves pairing of homologous chromosomes, very important. Recombination between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. All these are, this point is exactly one of the most important points, a short question for the NEET examinations. 4 haploid cells are formed at the end of meiosis 2. What else is formed? 4 haploid cells are formed, right? 4 haploid cells are formed at the end of meiosis 2 and can be grouped under the following phases. Yes. Yes, so let's check what all are those phases on which these meiotic events can be grouped into. Yes, meiosis is of 2 cycles, right? 2 sequential cycles, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1 including prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1 and telophase 1. These are the 4 subphases of meiosis 1. Meiosis 2 including prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2 and telophase 2. These are the 4 subphases of meiosis 2. Yes, we have learned that this meiosis 1 is the phase of actual reduction division, and meiosis 2 is the phase of actual equational division, right? Meiosis 1 and 2 are those phases where what reductional division and equational division occurs. Am I right? Yes. Let me check how many slides more. It's a very simple, very few simple chapter of a very simple lecture also, this one, right? So let's check. Prophase of the first meiotic division is typically longer and more complex when compared to the prophase of mitosis. Yes, because we know that this includes 5 further, oh, it can be seen. It includes 5 further steps, right? Leptotin, kindly cooperate while the time I'm writing. Leptotin. The second one, zygotin. The third one, pakitin. The fourth one, diplotin. And the fifth one, diakinesis. Yes, so these are the 5 subphases of meiosis. Is that clear? It is subdivided into 5 phases based on chromosomal behavior such as leptotin, zygotin, pakitin, diplotin, and diakinesis. These are the 5 subphases of prophase. Yes. So during leptotin stage, the chromosome becomes gradually visible under the light microscope. That's as we have discussed, the chromosome becomes gradually visible and the compaction continues throughout the phase of what? Leptotin. Yes. And it is followed by the second stage of meiosis one known as zygotin. What happens there? Synapsis occurs, that is the chromosomes start pairing together. This process of association is called as synapsis. Yes, and that is done with the help of a complex structure. What is that known as? That is known as the synaptonymal complex. Right? synaptonymal complex. That's about the synaptonymal complex, a complex structure. Yes, such paired chromosomes are called as what? Homologous chromosome. Paired chromosomes are known as what? Homologous chromosome. The electron micrographs of the stage indicate chromosome synapses is accompanied by the formation of complex structure called synaptonymal complex, as we have discussed. That is the complex structure with the help of which the process of synapses occurs. The complex is formed by a pair of synapsed homologous chromosome called a bivalent or a tetrad. However, these are more clearly visible at the next stage. More clearly visible at the next stage. The first two stages of prophase 1 are relatively short-lived. That is the first two stages, leptotin and zygotin, they are short-lived. And the next stage is that the packaging, during which what process occurs? What process occurs? Crossing over occurs. Yes, during this stage, the four chromatids of each bivalent chromosomes become distinct and clearly appears as a tetrad. This stage is characterized by the appearance of recombination nodules. Very important point, appearance of recombination nodules at the site at which crossing over occurs between non-sister chromatids. So this is the site at which crossing over occurs. Crossing over occurs between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. Crossing over is the exchange of genetic material between two homologous chromosomes, and crossing over is also enzyme mediated process. Very important. Yes, and the enzyme involved is called as what? Recombinase. Enzyme involved is called as what? Recombinase, leading to the recombination of genetic material on the two chromosomes. Recombination between homologous chromosomes is completed by the end of packaging, leaving the chromosome linked at the site of crossing over. Yes, that's all about leptotin, zygotin, and packaging. Let's move with the diplotin and diakinesis, right? So hope you all are able to follow. Give me hearts on the screen if it's perfectly fine till now. Give me hearts on the screen. Do it fast. Do it. Thank you for your responses. Yes, the beginning of diplotin is recognized by the dissolution of synaptonymal complex and the tendency of recombined homologous chromosomes of the bivalent to separate from each other except at the site of crossovers. Yes, so what happens at the stage of diplotin? Dissolution of synaptonymal complex. Synaptonymal complexes are the complex structure that helps in the process of synapses. Am I right? These X-shaped structures are called chiasmata. We have discussed when this chromosome starts pairing each other. Yes, when they start pairing each other, what else we can notice? Here at the terminal end, you can see how they are just paired. Right? We can notice how they are paired. Yes, and that X-shaped structure. Here you can see the X-shaped structure. And that is known as what? The chiasmata. Chiasmata. Is that clear? Yes. In oocytes of some vertebrates, diplotin can last for months or years. So diplotin may last for several months or years in case of oocytes of some vertebrates. Yes. So hope that too is fine. Hope that too is fine so that we could move with the next session. Next thing, that is about diakinesis. That is the final stage where we have 3 more slides left. Yes. Come on, it will be a short session. I hope it's so, I hope it will be like that. So during that is the final stage of prophase 1. What happens is that diakinesis occurs. leading to the terminalization of chiasmata. Terminalization of chiasmata. During this phase, what happens? The chromosomes are fully condensed. Fully condensed chromosome. Yes, the meiotic spindle is assembled to prepare homologous chromosomes for separation. Yes, by the end of diakinesis, the nucleolus disappears. Very important what all things are happening. Nucleolus disappears. Nuclear envelope also break down. This is what happening at the stage of end of diakinesis. Yes, and this refers to the transition of next phase known as the metaphase. Metaphase, right? The bivalent chromosomes align on the equatorial plate. Very important. They align on equatorial plate. Yes. Microtubules from the opposite poles of the spindles attach to the kinetochores of the homologous chromosomes. They start attaching to the kinetochores. What are those kinetochores? We know that this is the structure of a chromosome, right? It has a centromere. So on the surface of the centromere, if this is the centromere, you have noticed there are two structures outlined to that. Yes, on which the spindle fibers get attached to. And that is what is referred to as the kinetochores. Is that clear? So that's all about metaphase 1 of meiosis 1. Yes, hope that's fine. Moving on with anaphase 1. Yes, give me thumbs up on the screen if everything is clear till now. Yes, do it fast. Fill the chat box with thumbs up. Okay, fine. Thank you for your responses. Let's move on with anaphase 1. The homologous chromosomes separate while sister chromatids remain associated at the centromeres. Sister chromatids remain associated at their centromeres. Telophase 1. Nuclear membrane and nucleolus reappear. Cytokinesis follows, and this is called as the dyad of the cells. That is how the cell will be looking is like inside that there will be nucleus, right? This is how dyad of cell is formed. Yes, and the stage between two meiotic divisions is called as interkinesis, and it is generally short-lived. There is no replication of DNA during interkinesis, and it is followed by prophase 2, much a simpler prophase than prophase 1. Yes, much simpler prophase than prophase 1. That's all about telophase 2. And what happens in the further stage? This single dyad, I mean, in case of this dyad, the single cell divides into two and this individual cell divides into two. In such a case, at the end product of meiosis, 4 daughter cells are formed, right? Whereas at the end phase, end of mitosis, 2 daughter cells are formed, right? Is that clear? Yes. So let's move on with meiosis 2. That's all for my meiosis 1. That's the actual reduction division. Next is the meiosis 2 or the equational division that is same as that of mitosis. So let's move on with that without wasting much time. Meiosis 2 is initiated immediately after cytokinesis, usually before the chromosomes have fully elongated. And in contrast to meiosis 1, meiosis 2 resembles a normal mitosis. Yes, what happens later? Nuclear membrane disappears. And that occurs by the end of prophase 2. Chromosomes again become compact. Again, this chromosome condenses. Yes, metaphase 2, they start to align at the equator and the microtubules from the opposite poles of the spindle get attached to the kinetochores of the sister chromatids. Yes, again they start to align at the equatorial plane. This is how they are aligning at a single equatorial plane or the metaphase plate, right? And kinetochores will, I mean, spindle fibers will be passing through the middle that is attaching to the kinetochores. Am I right? That's how metaphase occurs in case of meiosis too. It begins, the anaphase. It begins with simultaneous splitting of centromere of each chromosome, which is holding the sister chromatids together. Oh God. Which is holding sister chromatids together, allowing them to move towards the opposite poles of the cell by shortening of microtubules attached to the kinetochores. Yes, the spindle fiber starts to withdraw. Yes, splitting the chromosome from the middle and moving on to the opposite sides. And what happens next is that telophase occurs. After that, cytokinesis is initiated, leading to the formation of four haploid daughter cells. Meiosis ends with telophase 2, in which two groups of chromosomes once again get enclosed by a nuclear envelope. Cytokinesis follows, resulting in the formation of a tetrad of cells. How? As we have drawn in the previous diagram. Oh God, what is this? This is how a tetrad of cells will be formed. Four groups of cells. Yes, and four groups of haploid daughter cells will be formed. That's all for telophase. That's all for cytokinesis, and that's all for the meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Yes, so if everything is perfectly fine till now, we will be moving with significance of meiosis. Yes, so last and final topic, last and final slide. Yes, last and final topic of this chapter as well. So do comment on that so that everything will be perfectly ending. Do it fast. Yes, we'll give you 10 seconds to answer. Next, we are moving on with the significance of meiosis. It is a mechanism by which conservation of specific chromosomal number of each species is achieved across the generation in sexually reproducing organism. What happens? Conservation of specific chromosomal number of each species. How? This 46 chromosomes is dividing into 23 and 23. And after the fusion, with the fusion of the gametes, that is sperm with 23 chromosomes and ova with 23 chromosomes, the normal chromosomal number of diploid chromosome is retained in the zygote. That's how it helps in maintaining the chromosomal number of species. Yes, it increases genetic variability by chromosome by crossing over, by the process of crossing over. Yes, variations are very important for the process of evolution. That's all for this chapter. That's all for this chapter. Reminding, if anyone who is watching this session, do join the Telegram group where you have the daily session updates, MCQs in the form of polls, and where you can interact with me. The direct link to join the Telegram group is given there in the description box, and that is t.me/neat_biopoint. Yes, once again, what notifying you about the new platform of Biopoint in Telegram, that is NEET Notes 2023. Link is given there in the description box, where we are uploading the session PDFs, regular notes on for the preparation of NEET and JEE. Yes, PCMP notes. Yes, because in the previous class we were telling only PCB notes because we are uploading only physics, chemistry, and biology. But from today onwards, I mean the time when I'm recording, that is the day today onwards, we have just uploaded max as well. Yes, soon we will be completing the entire chapters of max as well by providing you with the chapter wise notes. Yes, do hit the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe Biopoint, stream the world of bio. And that's all for today. It's me signing out from the team Biopoint, stream the world of bio. Bye bye.